Hi, Barbara Lardonay here from Hannah's Cupboard, and this is the last one in my little series about connecting the prayer dots. I want to share with you an experience again of my own. It's been more than 20 years ago that I was meeting with a small group of people. We were praying for the city of Toledo, Ohio. We not only prayed and did intercession in our home, but we actually went out, walked around the city, walked around the institutions of the city, and prayed on site. Well, in prayer at one time, there was a sense among one of the people in the group that we were to pray for Monroe Street starting at Summit. Summit runs along directly next to the river, the Maumee River in Toledo, and Monroe Street is a main artery that goes back from that. At that time in Toledo, Monroe Street, going back from Summit, was really awful. It was filled with decaying buildings, vacant buildings, and there were also nude bars. And I remember a thing called Brenda's Body Shop. If anyone knows from Toledo would remember back that far, it was not good. So one Saturday morning we went. We started at the river. And we separated ourselves off into two groups, and each of us took a side of the street, and we just walked very slowly. Nobody knew we were doing this. We laid our hands on buildings, we anointed things with oil, and we prayed, and we asked for a change. We didn't really know what we were expecting to see, but we wanted to see results, and we wanted to see this main artery of Toledo turned into something beautiful and wonderful. That prayer group over time that ended, and then you wonder, well, whatever happened. But now I look and I see what is going back from Summit Street down Toledo, and now we have down in downtown Toledo, one of the places that we prayed is the Fifth Third Field, which is the home of the Mud Hens. And all along the street is filled with restaurants and people being out at night. And there are places down there, residences now, where warehouses have been turned into loft apartments and condominiums. And it's beautiful. And every time I return to Toledo, I love to see that. I loved when I could go to the Mud Hens games and see what this used to be and what this was now. I don't believe that I made that change. I believe that God probably had many people praying. We don't know how many other groups prayed over the same area. But it was a place where we could see that our prayers actually meant something. And I can connect the dots in a real city, in a real place that I used to live. So if God calls you to pray for something, whatever comes up within your prayer spirit, know that there's a reason for it and know that there's a result. Whether you see the result every time or see it in exactly the way that you wanted to see it, there still is a result. It's good to look back and see where you can connect the dots. If you can't connect them, don't worry, God is connecting them. Thanks for listening to this series. Please visit me at Hannah's Cupboard and see you next time.